Chess is a lot of fun, but there are more than one way to play a game of chess. There are lots of different variants you can find online, including things like Alice chess. But in a fit of mad inspiration, I've come up with three more variants. They're wild, terribly play tested, and just might break the game. But let's take a look at them anyways.
Three alternative chess ideas. Number one, black hole chess. So get this started. After the first turn, so each player goes once, you roll a d8 for the columns and a d6, so a six-sided die for rows. So you ignore the top and bottom rows to get a tile location, example e5. Then you place a black hole chip on that tile face down. You can use a checkers chip if you want, or whatever chip you have lying around. So each player gets 2 turns to move, and then the black hole is activated. When the black hole is active, all pieces are moved one space towards it, if possible, if there's some ambiguity on the path the player chooses. Once a piece is on the same tile as the black hole, so initially or after moving, destroy that piece and remove the black hole, but not before moving all pieces towards it, except pieces that would otherwise have been moved to the center of the black hole. What that means is the black hole will only eat one piece during its existence. And if there are multiple pieces that will fall into the black hole, the player who's going to have one fall in can choose. The game will play and end as normal, the king being immune to the black hole, so they neither can be eaten nor moved.
This is what it looks like in practice. So white gets to move first. They get 1 turn. We go here, and black's going to go here. And then we roll the d6 and the d8. So start here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll spawn 5 and then 8 all the way over here. So it's going to be here. I'm going to put this chip face down to represent the first turn. So now white gets to go again. It's going to get out of there. Then black is going to go. It's get a little dicey once it goes. We can flip it over to show that we have 1 more turn. This guy's not really going to escape anyway, so let's get someone going here, and then black is going to do a bit of an interesting move. And then it goes off, so everything goes forward 1. So this one's going to be eaten, but everything else is still going to be moved before the black hole disappears. You can kind of see here, they all kind of have to move. This one gets closer. These all go. You can see sometimes it's ambiguous. This one can't move any closer, so it's going to stay. The kings don't move. Here, the kings don't move. Yeah, so the king will stay over here, and sometimes tricky to keep. And they all moved. Okay, this piece was eaten, so that's gone. And so now this black hole disappears. And then you'll get another turn for free, and then keep moving. So now this is sort of tricky. This is where things get crazy. Obviously, this is a work in progress. It's more about half the time survival than actually playing chess. But white sort of reorientates itself and takes a pawn. Black is sort of getting ready here. He's going to try to maneuver around some here before. Oh, hey, the turn went, so now there's another black hole. So now this time it's 1 and a 6. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh, this is going to pop up here. Not good for black. So it is white's turn again. So white is going to shimmy around here, which is a good move because black is sort of in trouble here. So it wants to get some of its pieces out. So what it will do here is kind of get it out here. It's going to lose, black's going to lose one of his pieces, but as long as it has a pawn nearby, it can make that as a sacrifice. So it's actually not going to move him here. He's going to put him here instead, put him into check. Maybe at sacrifice of this. And so then he's going to, no, not cat. Well, yeah, he's going to have to castle. And then, so one more turn, right, for this? Yeah, flip this over one more turn. So this guy's going to just go back here. This one's going to take him out. And it happens, so he's going to sacrifice this pawn. The black hole will disappear at the end, but everything's still going to move towards it if it can. So you can go closer. Oh boy. Yes. Oh, yeah. And there we go. This will disappear. You keep playing like this, things will get crazier near the end game. I'm sure it will be very interesting. It's a much longer game, but you can give it a try, see how it feels for you.
Number 2, zombie chess. So when a piece is taken, place a checker piece to mark its grave. On a player's turn, they may forfeit a move to roll a 6-sided die. Then the player can return a dead piece to a tile with a grave on it. The higher the number, the stronger the piece that can be returned. So this is the numbering system. Pawn is 1 and 2, knight, bishop, rook, and queen. A weaker piece can be returned as well. So if you say roll a 4, you could do a bishop, but you could do something like a weaker knight or pawn. In fact, that might be the only thing you have. And if a bishop ends a turn on a grave of the opposing player, destroy that grave. Game ends as normal.
Here we are in action. You want to probably have more of your checker pieces aside for grave time. So I'm just going to do some quick things here. You know, kind of move things along. Just not really. And then, okay, boom. He dies, and a grave shows up here. And then play continues as normal. Oh, grave pops up here. This guy goes here. You know, just playing as usual. But now say this player wants a forfeit return, 0 roll dice. All he has is a pawn, but he can return a pawn from the grave as we go here. Let's skip ahead to a later point in the game to see a little more of the interesting interactions. Okay, here are coilways in the game. We can see a lot more graves here. Things move around. Let's look at a couple different scenarios. So it's white's turn. Say white comes and takes out this one. Now, since there was already a grave there, it's actually replaced by the most recently killed color. So there's a grave there. You can never have 2 graves at the same time. So white move there. Say then black takes bishop and wipes it out here. And actually we'll wipe out this grave, and there won't be a grave be replaced because the bishop ended its turn on it. Then maybe white's turn is going to roll, try and maybe get the queen back, but just got a 1, so we can put a pawn anywhere. Open grave, so there we go. Then black is going to go back up and knock this out. Again, to wipe that out. Play can maybe continue here, trying to get there. Tries to get out of here. It's back. Then he's going to roll again. White's going to roll again. Trying to get a pawn, but it's good enough. It's here. Going to roll again. Might as well try to get 2, so it could still just get a pawn over here. Takes this out, and play continue, so on and so forth. Definitely a lot more strategy going on here, but more like actual chess than the black hole chess, because, for example, you have to sacrifice a turn to even do the graveyard thing. so you might play most of the game without utilizing that if that's not helpful. But it does add an interesting additional strategy element.
Number 3, Antimatter Chess. When two pieces of the same type enter the same tile, destroy both pieces. All pieces around the tile are also destroyed. Game ends as normal.
Starting out with Antimatter Chess in person. Looks pretty typical. Just starting out, getting a feel for things. Whatever. Goes here. And takes it like normal. Since they were different pieces, nothing happens. And then say, so it goes up here, and then, suddenly, boom! These two are annihilated, and everything around, so these two as well. Suddenly, things got a little bit more explosive. Let us jump ahead to a few more scenarios. It's white turn. White goes for the gusto to just blow the smithereens out of this group of characters. And what about ending the game in one fell swoop? To blow up the king. Yes. I guess I said the game ends like normal, but if a king is annihilated, I'm pretty sure that game's at least a draw. Well, if you decide to use one of these strange chess rules in your next tournament, let me know how it goes. Until next time, knight to brace yourself for awesome.